Former hedge fund manager and pharmaceutical CEO Martin Shkreli faces up to 20 years in prison for his conviction here in New York in federal court on security fraud and conspiracy. Shkreli gained notoriety for raising the price of a life-saving drug 5,000% and for the most part thumbing his nose at prosecutors during his 5-week trial. Tony Dokoupil is here with the details. Tony, good morning.
Good morning. Shkreli became the poster boy for greed on Wall Street after he drastically raised the price of a drug purchased by his former company. But that's actually not what got him in trouble with the law.
Martin Shkreli, whose critics cast him as a wolf of Wall Street, walked out of federal court and stood sheepishly as his lawyer tried to spin his conviction for security fraud and conspiracy.
5 out of 8 counts not guilty is, in our view, a very good verdict.
Prosecutors allege Shkreli misled investors about the finances of his hedge fund MSMB Capital and accused him of starting a second hedge fund and a healthcare company in order to pay them back.
This was a witch hunt of epic proportions, and maybe they found 1 or 2 broomsticks, but at the end of the day, we've been acquitted of the most important charges of this case, and I'm delighted to report that.
For years, Shkreli has repeatedly found himself battling in the court of public opinion. Most famously back in 2015 when, as CEO of Turing Pharmaceuticals, he raised the price of a drug that treats parasitic infections from $13.50 to $750 per pill.
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Shkreli seemed amused at times when he appeared before a congressional committee investigating the issue.
Are you listening?
Yes.
But he defended the 5,000% increase, which earned him the nickname Pharma Bro online in an interview with CBS News.
And if there's a company that was selling an Aston Martin at the price of a bicycle, and we buy that company, and we ask to charge Toyota prices, I don't think that should be a crime.
It wasn't a crime, but just 3 months later, FBI agents arrested Shkreli on a matter relating to his hedge funds. After his conviction on Friday, Shkreli's lawyer, Benjamin Brofman, did acknowledge his client has a PR problem.
Martin is a brilliant young man, but sometimes people's skills don't translate well. So we will have some good discussions.
Shkreli said before the trial, "I'm so innocent, the jury, judge, and the prosecution are going to give me an apology." He now faces up to 20 years in prison, and the judge is taking some further action. He has to schedule a sentencing date.
I didn't mean to have an outburst there, but I mean,
the look, everything.
I know, it's like, and I don't know if you're being accused of being a witch that you acknowledge that there are broomsticks. Right. That's probably not the best way to go about it. But as the lawyer said, there are some people skills problems. Tony Dokoupil, thanks very much.